Hey everybody! I'm here today to talk to you about a Philips One Blade that is not charging. I'll be going over some easy fixes to hopefully help you get your One Blade charging and working once again. Let's get right into the video. Now, this is slightly different from a Philips One Blade that is not working, because maybe your Philips One Blade is working, you can turn it on and off, but it's not charging. So you're gonna eventually lose power and not get it to work again. So hopefully you can fix this before you no longer have use for it anymore, okay? So yeah, let's get into it. There are 5 things that I'm gonna tell you about. Number 1, unplug it and plug it back in. And I mean both the unit itself, so literally if it's plugged in charging, right? Unplug it from the unit and plug it back in, and then from the wall outlet also. Unplug it from the wall outlet and plug it back in. Believe it or not, this sometimes works. I know it sounds crazy, but it's like, unplugging and plugging back in your internet router, your modem, your computer, your TV, your fridge, anything else that doesn't work. If you unplug it and plug it back in, sometimes it gets it to work. So try that out. Number 2, try a different power source. You might think that your unit is not charging, but in reality, maybe the wall outlet, for some reason, is not working. Maybe a circuit breaker tripped or anything else can happen. Maybe it's just not giving the right current to the charging device, to the charging plug. So what you're gonna do is unplug it from that wall outlet and plug it into a different wall outlet. Try a wall outlet that is on a different circuit breaker. I'm stumbling over my words. Try a completely different wall outlet in a completely different room, or even in a completely different building. Give that a try. Believe it or not, sometimes it works. Number 3, inspect the cord. Now this cord is brand new, so obviously it works perfectly fine. But as you use a cord and you pack it into luggage and you bring it around with you and it gets sort of stepped on or things get placed on it, sometimes the cords end up being kinked. So inspect the cord and see if there are any hard bends on the cord or anything that looks weird on the cord. So just look at the cord, make sure it looks all good. If there is a hard bend in it, or if there is like some fraying on the shielding of it or anything like that that looks weird, just replace the cord. You're better off not fooling around when it comes to electricity or cords or anything like that. If it looks like something's off, try out a new cord. It might work. So inspect the cord. If it looks okay, then it's probably not the cord, but inspect it. And if it looks weird, just get a new cord. They're relatively inexpensive, and you know what? It's well worth it. And what you can do is you can get a whole new unit with a cord, like a whole new package for the One Blade. And then you have a spare One Blade to use as well. Maybe you want to leave one at home, leave one in the car. There are a few different options for you there. Okay. So inspect the cord was number 3. Number 4 is wiggle the cord. So literally take the cord and wiggle it. Now, sometimes you can't see the problem that is going on inside of the cord. It might be inside the cord that's problematic. But by wiggling it, if it starts charging and you see that light illuminate, then that means there's a problem inside of the cord that you can't see. Once again, replace it. Don't try and put it on a certain angle so it charges. Don't fool around like that. Just replace the cord. Very simple. Or buy a whole new package and then use the cord from the new package to charge both your old One Blade and your new One Blade that you're going to get in your new package as well. Last but not least is number 5, which is probably the most important thing to think about. Is it just, and number 5 is a question to ask yourself, is it actually just the light that's not working? So you might think that your unit is not charging, right? Because it's not illuminating over here, it's not flashing over here, but in reality, maybe it's just the light that's not working. Maybe your unit is charging, but the light is no longer functioning properly. Now, how do you find this out? Well, that's the unfortunate thing. You have to let the battery on your One Blade die. You got to let the battery completely die, and then you plug it in for even 5 or 10 minutes and unplug it. And if it works again, then guess what? Your unit is charging, but just the light itself is not working properly. So that's something to consider. But in order to find out if it's true or not, you have to let the battery completely die, which if it doesn't charge, then renders this useless. Not useless, but you can't use it. So yeah, that's basically it. If your Philips One Blade is not charging, those are some easy fixes to consider. Hopefully they can get your unit working, or I should say charging once again, so you can continue having it working for you and continue using it for many, many more years to shave and trim and do all of that other fun stuff as well. And that's basically it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.